Hey guys, Kory here with a real quick tip for you guys on how to maximize your casting distance with a bait caster. If you guys are using a spinning reel, this isn't going to apply to you guys, but if you guys are using a bait caster and you want to get as much casting distance out of your reel as you can, or cast the same distance with less effort, which is also, that's overlooked. A lot of times we think about how far we can throw and not so much how much effort we're putting into it. But in a day where you're spending a whole day on the water and you're making 1,000, 1,500 casts or whatever it may be a day, effort, if you can save a little bit of effort on each cast, that's definitely going to add up, and it's going to impact how you feel at the end of the day, especially if you guys are fishing 2 or 3 days in a row or something like that. So this tip's going to help address that, and I'm going to start off by saying I can't even take credit for this tip. I actually heard about this from my buddy Kevin over at Pro Reel Service. Kevin does a phenomenal job in just routine maintenance on your reels, super tuning, pro tuning reels, really just tweaking them so that you get the maximum performance out of your reels. So if you guys are looking for somebody to just maintain your reels, if you're due for some cleaning or you want to do some upgrades, give Kevin a look over at Pro Reel Service. But he also gave me this tip that I'm going to pass along to you guys. Think about what kind of line you guys are going to be using. For this instance here, I'm going to say I'm wanting to use fluorocarbon as a line I'm fishing with. Fluorocarbon is the heaviest line. If you were to cut a 12-inch section of fluorocarbon, a 12-inch section of monofilament, and a 12-inch section of braid, and you're able to weigh each 12-inch section, the lightest would be braid, monofilament would be the medium, and then fluorocarbon is going to be the heaviest. Okay, so now we're going to take that, and remembering that, we're going to look at the spool of our reel. And what we're going to do is, if I'm going to use fluorocarbon as my main line, I'm going to spool the first half of the spool with braid. And then I'm going to go ahead and attach my fluorocarbon to that with a uni knot or whatever, and spool the rest of the reel full of fluorocarbon. So that on a long cast, I'm not getting down to my braid, but my reel's not completely full of fluorocarbon. The reason that this works so well is because you've got the lightest weight line at the base of your spool, and then the heaviest weight is on the outside of your spool, which is going to give it more leverage when you go to make your cast and your spool starts turning these RPMs. The RPMs are going to build up a lot quicker with the weight on the outside of the spool, and the heavier weight on the outside of the spool, and a lighter weight towards the center of the spool. It's going to give it more leverage, and your spool is going to pick up RPMs a lot quicker. You're going to be able to cast farther, or you're going to be able to cast the same distance with less effort. Again, the same rule applies if you want to go with monofilament. Spool the bottom half of your reel with braid, and then attach your monofilament to that. So that's just a really quick tip I wanted to pass along to you guys. It did make a noticeable difference once I started trying it, so thanks Kevin for putting me onto that, and I just wanted to pass it along to you guys. So for more tips, tricks, how-tos, product reviews, you name it, head on over to gillsgonewild.com and give us a look. Thanks.